A milestone event will soon occur at one of the oldest remaining libraries here in Indianapolis. It's the 100th anniversary of the Spades Park Branch, located at 1801 Noland Avenue on the near southeast side of Indianapolis. Kathy Helmond is the branch manager at the Spades Park Branch, and she's here to tell us about the important day in March and a little bit more about her branch. Kathy, thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for coming.
This must be an important and exciting time for you and your staff. Tell us what you're feeling around here these days.
It really is. It's exciting to be in the community for 100 years and celebrating that, and we have a lot of people commenting on it, and we're looking forward to our big party, and we're glad to be here and be open and still be part of the community.
And we'll talk about that day coming on March 24th, but first of all, as I mentioned, this is one of the two remaining Carnegie libraries still operating in Indianapolis. The other is the East Washington branch, which celebrated its 100th anniversary last year. But for those who may not know, tell us what it means to be a Carnegie branch in terms of how this facility got started.
Yes. Well, the money was all donated by Andrew Carnegie about 100 years ago. And I think there were actually supposed to be 6 libraries in our system. We got one of the bigger chunks of money. He did a lot of libraries in Indiana. They only ended up doing building 5 libraries. I think they kind of ran out of funds at the end. Yeah. And there's only, as you said, only 2 still operating as libraries. But yes, it's a neat piece of history and a neat thing that Andrew Carnegie did throughout the country. They're really everywhere.
100 years. The building seems to have held up well over that time. Tell us about, has there been any major renovation over the years?
There was a renovation done in 1987. Refurbished, new carpet. It's the original circulation desk, which is kind of neat, but it was redone, has a new cap on top. The original tin ceiling is still out in the lobby, and that was repainted. There's a painting behind us. This was part of a WPA project, and that painting was kind of rediscovered and refurbished and hung back up in 1987 when they redid it, so that's pretty neat.
That is just outstanding.
Yeah. And then the fireplace, that's an original fireplace. I think it was refurbished and turned into just a gas log at the time of the renovation.
Fireplaces seem to be one of the hallmark features of a Carnegie library.
Yes, most of them have a fireplace. One of our unique features is that our community room is upstairs, and apparently that's very unusual. We had a speaker here last year talk about the Carnegie libraries, and it's typically they're in the basement. So we have a really neat community room, and it is upstairs. So.
Well, before we get too far along in talking about your branch and the services and the population that you do serve here, let's talk about your special Centennial Day on March 24th. It's going to take place from 1 to 4 p.m. What will happen on your
Well, we've got a lot of things
anniversary?
going on. Yeah, we will be open for business as usual, but most of the events will take place upstairs. We have Don Miller will be doing his famous magic show, which is very popular. William McNeese from the Marion County Historical Society will be here to give a history of the Carnegie libraries in general, and then specifically the Spades Park history. We'll have balloon animals, we'll have face painting, we'll have cake, we're going to have commemorative bags. Raffle prizes, we're going to do some door prizes, and so it's going to be a fun event. And
it's free and open to the public from 1 to 4 p.m. here at the Spades Park Branch. Let's talk about your service area a little bit. You are located on the near southeast side of Indianapolis, across from Spades Park.
Correct.
So tell us how Spades Park and the branch got its name.
Well, the land for the park was donated by Michael Spades, and the park was named for him, and I believe this land also was part of that. So, and we are on the near east side. We're north of Tech High School. That's in our service area. Probably got about 13,000 people in the service area. We partner with some of the schools.
Now, given your demographics, does that dictate the kinds of programming you do? What kinds of the computer access and children's programming, things that are popular?
We have a diverse population. We have a regular adult book discussion group that meets here every month, which is a lot of fun. We have a lot of people in using the computers, a lot of people looking for jobs, filing for unemployment, working on resumes, that type of thing. And we're kind of ramping up our children's program. We have a new children's librarian, so we're doing a lot more programming for kids right now. We're doing regular story hours, and we have crafts every week, and various things for the kids. And of course, in the summer, we'll do all the big summer reading programs and films, and we get a good response to all that. So.
Well, I think a lot of people may remember a couple of years ago, a little less than 2 years ago, that Spades Park was pretty near ground zero when it came to all the community discussions relative to the proposals to cut back hours at the Indianapolis Public Library throughout the system, that showed a very passionate base of support here at Spades Park. All your patrons came out and really showed a lot of support.
It really did. I think we were we were on the list that was talked about closing at the time, and our neighborhood really came out in great support for this branch. They did a march from, Spades Park to Central to show, we can't walk to Central with our kids to get books, and they just were very supportive. And a lot of the neighborhood groups use our community room to meet, and they're in and very active in the library.
Well, speaking of this neighborhood and what's been going on over the last year or so in relation to the Super Bowl, this area is involved in what's called the Legacy Project and other partnerships. Maybe you could talk about that.
Yes, I would love to. There's just a great energy because of the Legacy Project that was through Super Bowl funding. A lot of it's at Tech High School. There's the new Legacy Center there. But we've been able to partner with some of these groups and do some fun events. There's a Team Legacy, and that was a mini marathon team of seniors from the Bonner Center and kids from Tech High School who had never done a marathon before, or mini marathon. So they did training runs through the neighborhood, and we did a water stop for them here twice, where we set out tables with water out front for the runners as they came by. We did something called Huddled Up for Art, and that was like a scavenger hunt throughout the Near East Side of art and architecture, and we were one of the stops on that. And then last Saturday, the Legacy Loop 5K, you might have heard about that. It had a lot of press. It came by the branch, and we were one of the cheer stations. So we were out there cheering for the runners and walkers. So it's been there's just a lot of energy right now in the neighborhood, a lot of, redevelopment and refurbishment and a lot of exciting things going on, and we've been lucky enough to partner with some of that.
Yeah, it's great that the library is seen in this day as a real integral part of anything related to neighborhood development and improvements. So.
Yeah, the neighborhood really wanted the library to stay. They felt we were an important part of the neighborhood. So.
Well, we have time just to recap again what's going to be going on March 24th, your Centennial Day. Tell us again about the order of events.
Yes, it's in the afternoon, and we'll have the magic show will be first on the list, and then we'll go to, I forgot to mention Benjamin Franklin will be here, and Digit, the library mascot, will be here also. So, and then we'll have William McNeese from the Historical Society do a history of the library. Cake, refreshments, door prizes, yes, balloon animals, face painting.
Very good.
So
we look forward to it.
Yes.
100 years of service here at the Spades Park Branch, and you can learn more about the library on our website at imcpl.org. And Kathy Helmond, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for coming.